Hello, my loves. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Soul Coaching Oracle cards by Denise Linn. Now, I bought these cards because there's actually a book, Soul Coaching by Denise Linn, which I referenced at the beginning of my spiritual journey, and it was really helpful for me in order to unravel some of the things that were happening in my shadows and things like that. So I was really excited when I saw this deck. Let me just have a read of the back. So this one says, discover what your soul wants you to know. Are you ready to unlock profound connection to the soul and explore the boundless potential of your inner self? These cards offer remarkably accurate, heartfelt readings that help you touch the sacred place within. You'll come to understand what your soul wants you to know about your relationships, your career, your creativity, and even your future. Every card glows with beautiful artwork and a positive message that can help you receive profound spiritual guidance from your higher self. Now, I'm just really excited. Let me just get into it and we'll have a look, because I'm sure that the meanings in the book, I'm going to choose one card out to read from the book, because I'm sure the book is really beautifully written, because the book was absolutely beautifully written. Oh, it's a little stiff. Oh, wow. What your soul wants you to know. This is just beautiful. The colors, the vibrancy. Stunning. Put that aside. Let's have a look at the book for a moment. Oh, so it's got spreads in the front. Beautiful. So it's not a lot. So it's only a short little page and a half maybe of each one. That's interesting. I was expecting more, and then it's got an affirmation as well. So I guess that leaves it open to interpretation, which I don't use the book when I read anyway. But for those that do reference the book, there's not a lot in there. Let's have a look at these beautiful cards. Abundance. We're off to a good start. Absolutely stunning. I love the different, the darker versus the lighter aspects of the imagery. Oh wow, these are just gorgeous. Acceptance. Actually, as I'm looking at these cards, I'm feeling a lot. I don't know if you're experiencing that, but they bring up a lot of emotion. They're easy to emotionally connect to them, which is fantastic. Action. Adventure. That looks like the cover of a adventurous children's book, like a children's book adventure. I feel like I'm on this adventure with her. Anyone else feeling that? Beautiful. Awakening. Now, these have been sitting on my shelf for a little while, but now that I'm looking at them, I can absolutely see why I would have added these to my cart for sure. Stunning. Beauty. Oh, I can't wait to do a reading with these. These are gorgeous. Beginnings. Believe. Oh, wow. So I'm just in awe. If you have a look at like the detail in the constellations there, looking up. Breakthrough. Everybody loves a unicorn. I certainly do. Commitment. Communication. Interesting that communication is represented by animal communication, because we're communicating in a different way when we're communicating with animals. Saying less, feeling more, intuiting more. Compassion. A lot of animals in this deck. Oh, I love that. Look at the bond. That's just stunning. Courage. Is that Nessie? The Loch Ness Monster. What do you think? Delight. Embracing. Emerging. I love that. That's so simplistic. And often emergence is, right? It's subtle. Energy. That's the one on the cover. I can absolutely feel the energy of that. Enthusiasm. Now that's interesting because that's not really a typical depiction of what we would consider to be an enthusiastic energy, right? That's not what I initially think of when I think enthusiasm, but it sort of brings me back to a time, like if you're a child and you see a butterfly or a swarm of butterflies, you certainly get enthusiastic about discovering more about them, about following them, chasing them. Let's see if I can get one to land on me. That's what that reminds me of, that childlike enthusiasm. Essence, koi fish. Wow, that's beautiful, because if you've ever watched a koi fish, the essence that they carry is somewhat otherworldly, right? Faith. Flow. Stunning. Focus. It's like I'm trying to focus on what's going on over there with this telescope, but now I'm focused on something else, because look at this beautiful whimsical butterfly. Denise Linn, she must love butterflies, because there's lots of butterflies in this deck, and horses and animals. She must have a real divine connection with animals and unicorns. Freedom. Fulfillment. Grace. Gratitude. I love how she's like up in age, because it's once that we mature and we get to a certain stage of life, when we reach those milestones, it's like we find so much more to be grateful for, and we're not as consumed by producing and grinding. And it's like I have so much more to be thankful for at this stage. I know when I became a grandmother, it opened me up to a whole new level of gratitude. Healing. Healing with fairies. Again, she's using imagery that I wouldn't necessarily think of when I look at the keyword. Impeccability. There's so many layers to these images. I don't know if you're like, if you are somebody who is clairvoyant, clairsentient, but as soon as I look at these images, I just get so much from them. Like you wouldn't need the book. Inspiration. Joy. Leadership. Interesting. So it's like leadership in regards to being a guiding light for others. That's stunning, rather than leading people through an authoritarian manner. Light. And there is so much light in these cards. Love. Miracles. Of the little cherubs. Again, not what I instantly would think of when I think of miracles. And it looks like this is like someone's safe return home. Even on choppy seas, right? Opening. Passion. I love that it brings us back to this childhood wonderment and awe of just remembering how exciting it was to just look at a swarm of butterflies or look at a firework display and the excitement. I still do that. I still have that same excitement when I see fireworks. Peace. I've got this monk. Playfulness. And this young person, I love the diversity here of somebody in a wheelchair. This young person is in a wheelchair representing playfulness, and her inability to maybe have the mobility that the other children have does not affect her ability to find playfulness in the moment and experience it in the same way. Pleasure. Power. Purification. Radiance. I don't know about the Phoenix. I feel like Phoenix in regards to, or Phoenixes, I don't know what the plural of Phoenix is, but I feel as though like they're a little overdone within tarot and oracle decks, and that's just a personal preference. I just feel like I'm sick of seeing them. Then we have Sanctuary. I almost said Sanctum. Sanctuary. That's stunning. Absolutely stunning. I kind of want to bring you a little closer here so you can see. Absolutely gorgeous. That one might be my favorite one. Silence. Simplicity. Strength. Success. Surrender. Again, not what I would initially think of when I think about surrendering. Transformation. More butterfly representation. Truth. This image gives a sense of like wonderment, finding truth through wonderment. Which is what we do as children. It's like we understand that not every adult or person that we come into contact with is going to tell us the truth. We start to realize that, but it's like we start to resonate with what feels right, what resonates in our soul. Voyage. That's a beautiful ship. It's giving off to Neverland vibes. Wisdom. Again, I don't want to be critical, but wisdom and owls, I feel like a little overdone. Now, let me draw a card out and we'll read one from the book before we close up, and then I will be doing a reading on my channel using these cards. So we have opening. All right, let me find the book and open to opening. Be open to receiving the gifts of the universe. There's nothing to fear, so allow your vulnerability to shine. Fling your arms to the heavens and exclaim, I'm ready, stretch, expand, and venture forth. Doors of opportunity are opening for you. And then after the card meaning, it has what your soul wants you to know. In nature, periods of concentration, winter, are followed by periods of expansion, summer. Although there are times in life to retreat, be guarded, and go within, there are also occasions when it's essential to be absolutely fearless in your openness and vulnerability, such as the present. Even if you're afraid, it's now appropriate to come out and open your eyes to new experiences, people, places, and things. Forge new directions and initiate new projects. Even if you've closed your heart because of the pain of past wounds, this is the time to open yourself wide and full. And the affirmation for this card is, I am open to receiving the gifts of the universe. Thanks for watching. I will upload, the next video I upload will be using this beautiful deck, and I hope you come for that. Thanks.